Konnichiwa, hello and welcome. This is Ninja180 and today I will be reviewing the S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla against MechaGodzilla Godzilla 2002 figure, or aka Kurogoji, as the fanbase has nicknamed this one, and I got some things to say about him. So, let's get things started. And now here we have the S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla against MechaGodzilla Godzilla 2002 figure here in all of his Kurogoji glory. As you can see, this is a really cool, really awesome, sharply detailed, highly articulated figure sculpted by the world famous S.H.MonsterArts sculptor, the man, the myth, the legend. We've all heard his name before, Yuji Sakai. And as you can see, this is, the suit design from the 2002 movie Godzilla against MechaGodzilla. And look at those beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bone white weathered spiked dorsal spines, guys. Looking really cool. Very fearsome, very mean, very deadly looking Godzilla indeed. Love this figure. I love it a lot, although it does have its imperfections, and that's what we are here to cover today. And one imperfection is apparent by looking at this figure straight away. Do you see it? Let me give you a closer look. Do you see it now? Or do you see it now? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. You get a close look, a good close look at this figure, and it's not just mine. I believe it's like this across the board. Yeah. Get a good look at those arms. They're not exactly symmetrical. Yeah. The right arm is bigger than the left. I mean, actually the right arm is smaller than, yeah, it's the right arm. This is actually the right, because it's labeled from back to front. Yeah. One arm is actually bigger than the other. Yeah, not exactly symmetrical. That's one thing I have to point out before we get started. But other than that, if I bring him up, see those very beautiful, fearsome Godzilla eyes that this figure has. Looking really cool, really awesome. See all those very beautiful bone white teeth in there. We have that cool looking early millennium Godzilla neck going on there. Looking really cool. This figure, it looks overall awesome, except for the lack of symmetry with the arms. But overall, I think this figure looks really cool. Articulation wise, you can look up about that much, down about that much, especially if we use that waist joint to bring down that ab crunch right there. We can look left, or which would be, his left, right, which is, or anyway, we can look up, down, right, left. Okay, you're our right and left now. I know it's weird how S.H.MonsterArts is labeled from back to front. I don't know. It's confusing, but yeah. But anyway, the mouth is on a ball joint as well, so we can open up that jaw, and we can see the finer details on the inside of the mouth. Getting a little slack jaw there, so let me try to straighten that up. See all those beautiful sharp teeth, the inside of the mouth, those inner gums. See all those finer details on the little veins on his teeth, on his tongue, and all the roof of his mouth. looking really nice. The arms, the shoulders are on a ball joint, so we can rotate them all the way around a full 360. Same is true with the other side. Although, like I said, yeah, one arm is bigger than the other, unfortunately. I believe that's a sculpting mistake that Yuji Sakai made, and nobody ever noticed it, so I believe it's a problem across the board. Biceps do swivel, although they do pop out easily if we try to swivel them, so hopefully I could get this back in. Let me finagle it. Yeah, this... Alright. So, yeah, the bicep can swivel a little bit, but if you try to do that, it's going to pop out. But I'm just going to demonstrate elbow articulation so we can spin that elbow forward and back like so. Same is true with the other arm. Although the other arm, well, the right arm is, yeah, we gotta look at it from the back, because that's how they label them. That is the correct right arm for S.H.MonsterArts. I know it's weird, but that's just how they label it. I guess because that's how they do it, because these are manufactured in Japan. And yeah, because if you ever pick up like a Japanese, like a manga or something like that, it reads from, the pages go from right to left instead of vice versa, how we're all used to it. So I guess that's why these figures are labeled like that. I don't know why, but anyway, we do have elbow articulation, but I'm not going to bend it too much out, because this arm likes to pop out, and I did, well, this elbow anyway, and I did sort of do my best to remedy that with some clear nail polish here. It does help a little bit some of the time, but it really doesn't really help on, every time you have a loose joint, but it helps some of the time. So that definitely really helped, so I don't have to worry about it popping out as much. But yeah, I still think it's a bummer that, yeah, despite the really awesome sharp design that this figure offers, yeah, Yuji Sakai made a boo-boo on these arms. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But anyway, getting to hand articulation, and this is another problem I have with this figure. I hope it doesn't happen. You can rotate the hands all the way around on a ball joint on the wrist, and you can rock them back and forth for some claw swiping action as well. Same is true with the other. Yeah, that's the issue here. This hand likes to pop off like no yesterday. Seriously. And I've been having this figure for X amount of years now. Problems with this figure has never changed. So yeah. But anyway, getting to the leg articulation, the hips are on ball joints, of course, so we can spread them out about that far, bring them in about that much. We can rotate, I don't know, I'm not going to try it, but we can kick forward about that much and bring it back down. Same is true with the other leg. Well, that one went a full 360. Let me see. Okay, yeah, we can rotate those hips a full 360. Okay, I just wasn't sure if I was going to risk breaking anything, but yeah, it's all well and good from that point. But anyway, the knees are double jointed, of course, so we can move them forward back on a double joint hinge. Same is true with the other leg. As you are witnessing, the ankles are on a ball joint pivot, so we can rock them forward and back, and we can swivel them all the way around a full 360 like so. Same is true with the other foot as well. I hope. Ooh, yeah. I'm putting that back where it was. It's creaking. I need to heat that up and hit that with some dish soap because yeah, that's not sounding too good. But anyway, looking at the hand claws and the toe claws, looking like a realistic bone white tan colorization. Really nice, really good. That I like about this figure. Now moving to the back side of this figure. Here's where things get good. And this is one of the best parts about this figure, and I feel this is where this figure has the most redeeming qualities is in the tail, because this one has really good tail articulation, because we can move the tail that much this way. We can move the tail like so, that way. We can bend it up like so. We can put it in a vertical S-curve like so. We can lay it flat, and we can put it in a horizontal S-curve, or like a flat S-curve if we want to. Sort of kind of like a snake tail we can do there. Same, it's true if we do it that way. But yeah, the tail is one of the best parts of this figure. Unlike the arms and the feet. I'm definitely going to have to loosen those feet after I'm done with this review. So, yeah. But yeah, as you can see, yeah. I might have to make another action figure ASMR with this one. Especially with the tail. That just sounds so satisfying. But yeah, the tail on this figure is actually one of the best parts. Also, also getting to the dorsal spine, since we are at the backside of this figure. These are very nicely, beautifully done. That I can't complain about. But due to the way that the dorsal spines are designed, due to the shape of the sculpt, I would definitely be dead careful not to drop this. Because, yeah, I can definitely picture these breaking, especially at the tips, and for a $90 figure, that really wouldn't be pretty. Especially now that this one is not necessarily currently in circulation. So like unless like they reissue this one again, or like they do the 2003 with the chest scar. Yeah, I would be definitely dead careful with that. And also, these are not for kids. Like, these dorsal spines can literally cut you, poke you, and make you bleed as well. So, that's something to keep in mind. But overall, I really do like this figure. But I would have to say a lot of the drawbacks and where I have to take points off is, yeah, the arms not being symmetrical, this part popping off real easily, and yeah, that. Yeah, that just pops off like nothing. I'll swear, this hand right here, it'll fall off if you look at it too hard. That's how loose it is. Seriously, like, it's staying on good now, but yeah. That is that's something that MonsterArts needs to work on. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of hesitant to keep paying what I've been paying for these figures. So that goes to tell you something. But anyway, to wrap things up, I will now be getting into my final verdict and giving you my final thoughts and opinions on this figure and giving it a final score. So basically, judging by what you've just heard, we all know by now, myself included, that this one is obviously not getting a 5 out of 5 star score. But anyway, yeah, let's get to the final verdict. And now for my final verdict on the S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla against MechaGodzilla Godzilla 2002 figure here. If I have to give them this one a score based on Detail, articulation, and playability. I have to give this one a drum roll, please. Oh boy. We already know that this one is not getting the top score because we already know it has flaws, like in a lot of flaws where I have to take points off. So with that said, I have to give this figure at least a 3 out of 4 stars score. Why? I believe the overall design, the sculpt, is very beautiful. This figure is a very beautiful figure to have in your collection. He looks really awesome. Sharp design. Paint apps are excellent. Looks really cool. But, and yes, that is a big but, when we look at him closely, we can tell that his arms are not symmetrical, which affects articulation, which also applies to playability. That's where I have to take points off. This comes off too easily. This piece right here pops off too easily. Yeah, this foot, this ankle right here is a little like tight. I'm gonna have to hit that with some heat and loosen that up and get some dish soap in there and pop that back on. So definitely wish me luck with that, because I don't want to end up breaking this figure. But yeah, that is some downsides to this figure. But as far as, you know, the tail articulation is good. I like the tail articulation. Like I said, that's one of the things I, have to say that about this figure that is a definite positive. We do have good leg articulation, which is good. We do have a really good quality ab crunch here. That's good. And we do have good head articulation and jaw articulation. But, however, like I said, I got to take points off for, the lack of symmetry in the arms and, joints just being too loose and popping off. That, that's, like I said, figures that we're paying upwards of $90 to $100 for, if not more. Yeah, and I'm saying if not more, which leaves me, with a lot of questions with that upcoming Gamera 2 Attack of Legion S.H.MonsterArts Legion figure. Yeah, for that $559.99 price tag. Yeah. For people that are going to actually buy that figure and pay for that figure, I hope and pray to God that figure does not have any QC issues. Which, I'm guessing it probably will, unfortunately. Because I'm like, although, like I said, I do love and appreciate the S.H.MonsterArts brand. But I think, and I've said this on my last review, they need to stop prioritizing profit over quality and focus on making these figures much better quality for the price, or else they need to lower their prices on these figures. Seriously, I'm not joking. And I know I'm not the only collector who feels that way. I know a lot of other people that avidly collect S.H.MonsterArts and also S.H. Figuarts, by that matter, feel that way. I don't have a whole lot of non-Godzilla or Kaiju related S.H. figures, but I have like a few. I have the Dragon Ball Z Future Trunks, which is SH Figure Arts. I have the Final Form Frieza, which is SH Figure Arts, and I have the Mighty Morphin White Ranger SH Figure Arts figure. Currently, that's the only 3 current SH Figure Arts figures that I have that are not Godzilla related. I may get more, but like I said, as far as the SH brand in general, I'm kind of on the fence with that right now. So, yeah, if I don't really get very many S.H.MonsterArts or SH figures in general moving forward, that's why. And that's one of the reasons why I'm definitely been looking into other stuff. So I just hope that is understandable, you know, because and I know I'm not the only person who can tell you this. I don't see what's the point in spending that crazy amount of money on these figures if we're just gonna have issues that we're gonna have to deal with like this. That shouldn't be a problem for the price we're paying for these. But anyway, guys, hope you've all enjoyed this review. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, take care, stay safe, God bless, and peace out.